Ah, a rose. Beautiful addition to any yard. And whether this was started from a bare root, a container, or maybe you inherited, at some point in time, you're going to have to prune it. And for many gardeners, that presents a lot of issues as far as where and when to get started. I'm the Dirt Gardener, Buzz Bertolero for Navlet. Over the course of the next couple of minutes, I'll kind of give you the ABCs on how to prune your rose like a pro. Well, it starts with a good pair of pruning shears. This is my own personal Barnel 300. Served me very well. Has a nice, easy fit to my hand. If that's not good enough in the project, you might use a pair of Loppers, which are nothing more than a pair of hand shears with long handles to it and a big opening, so it gets to those really thick canes. And if that doesn't do it, then how about a nice pruning saw? Now, one of the key elements of pruning roses is keeping your blade sharp, because a nice clean cut is important. So a Barnel hand sharpener is essential in your particular pruning toolbox. And you want to basically kind of look to keep this particular area sharp, because that's going to wear down the soonest. So once you've got your equipment in hand, let's go over the ABCs, because it's not 1, 2, 3. All of these particular steps take place in some particular process during the pruning task. Number 1, we want to sit there and reduce the dead wood. Number 2, we want to bring the height down and bring in the sides. Number 3, we want to sit there and take care of the rubbing and crossing branches. Those are the ones that tend to rub and cross. And finally, we want to sit there and prune to an outside bud. What's the outside bud? Well, basically, it's any bud that basically is going away from the center of the plant. It's generally located at the axil where the leaf attaches onto the stem itself. I'll take that off and it's right there. So when we go to cut, we're going to cut in that particular fashion, because then that shoot takes off and goes in this particular area, and at the end of that produces the flower at some point in time. So let's review. Remove the dead wood, bring the sides in, bring the top down, the rubbing and crossing branches, prune to an outside bud. Let's go cut. All right, all done. It's a beaut, isn't she? Well, you'll notice that I didn't make any outside bud cuts, but that's okay. I'm going to come back in about a month to 6 weeks and cut at that time when they're a lot more evident. I have a lot of confidence, so I'm not hesitant cutting it this way. You might be. So here's your confidence builder. A little point and shoot camera, or maybe your smartphone. Let's take a picture. All right, guys, say cheese. For Navlet, where experience makes a beautiful difference, I'm the Dirt Gardener, Buzz Bertolero.